Greetings one and all, and welcome to Beyblade Central. So glad to see you here. For today's video, we'll be unboxing the first ever left spin Beyblade X Bay Cobalt Dragoon. I am super excited for this release. Of course, it being a left spin bay is already very exciting, but to top it all off, it's a Dragoon bay, which is not only this bay does not only reference Cobalt Drake, but it is also referencing the original Dragoon, which is amazing, and it comes with a left spin string launcher, which is pretty typical for the first left spin release. At least it has been for Burst, and I think also for MFB. I'm not too sure, but anyways, this is a very exciting release, and I absolutely love that the box, instead of it being white, it's black to show that it is the reverse. You know, right there, also showing that it's a left spin and not a right spin. Obviously owned by Chrome Ryuga, which is pretty cool. But without further ado, let's just open this thing up already. You guys hear the air conditioning in the background? That is because it is hella hot, and I am not thinking of dying of heat stroke. I already work in a very hot place. I don't need to be burning up at home too. But anyways, let's start off with the string launcher. We have the left spin string launcher. It is a nice light blue color. Nothing all that exciting, but it's still very cool. Its design is, I think, pretty much the same as a right spin. No, so it is a bit different. It is just a tad bit different. So it does have a better design. Although, well, it has a different design. I don't know if I would say better design, but I don't know. They both look pretty cool. So yeah, that's really gonna be up to you guys to decide which is better. But I think they both look pretty cool. So yeah, that's the launcher. Obviously, I have left spin. And then we're going to be taking a look at the bit first, which is Cyclone, a left spin 12 teeth, high burst resistance bit. It's like a Cyclone, obviously hence the name, but it's pretty much kind of like, I think it was Spike for MFB. I'm not good with MFB names. But it's pretty much like Spiral from Burst, which is pretty cool. Very nice. I'm interested to see how it's going to react in the stadium, because I don't know, I feel like maybe the spikes on the actual spiral or bottom bit of it can interfere with the teeth from the extreme rails, but you know, only time will tell. Only time, testing, and guides will be able to tell. So stay tuned for that video. But moving on to the ratchet, we have 260. 260 is a 2-pointed 60 height ratchet, hence name, obviously. A very nice design. The 2 points stick out a lot, so that's either going to be really good for attack or really bad for burst resistance. Only time will tell, but I highly doubt this is going to be worse than 460. So yeah, it's gonna hopefully at least be decent. And last but most definitely not least, we have the actual blade Cobalt Dragoon, and that bay looks so amazing. This is amazing, and it is nerfed the hell. They freaking nerfed the hell out of this bay. What the fuck? 3 giant gaps and incomplete lock. So the gaps are definitely going to nerf its balance, which means it's not going to be good for stabilization or kind of like spin stealing, which is good because that means the meta isn't going to be broken. The half lock probably means its burst resistance is going to be lower than other bays just by nature, which is also good because for X, I should say, bursting is very difficult. It's a lot more different than it was for burst, and I think that left spinning bays are by nature going to have better burst resistance than right spin bays, and left versus right. You know, I'm gonna left spin bays. I think left spin bays are going to have better burst resistance for left versus right spin battles. There we go. I finally was able to say it right. But yeah, this is a very nice, very nice release. Say it's a hybrid attack type. I could tell that right out the bat. It's gonna be a hybrid attack type. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like Drawn Dagger, because Drawn Dagger is also a hybrid attack type, but this is definitely a hybrid attack type. But anyways, putting it all together now, we get the beautiful, the one and only Cobalt Dragoon in its full glory. Very nice. I love the core, love the design. Just kind of wish it was painted, you know, kind of like Phoenix that was painted. Kind of wish this was too, because that would just make this thing way better. But you know what, I got a second one. I got paints. I'm gonna try to paint it, because my first attempt painting base not that great, but I've learned, hopefully. But anyway, let's see how good it is in the arena. Let's go. Alright, we're here to test out Cobalt Dragoon. First up, test launch. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Very good. On it, Night Shield. Very nice attacks by the Dragoon. Next opponent, Shark Edge. Okay, struggling a bit. Ready? Alright, as we can see, Dragoon is not bad by any means. However, I do think they went a bit overkill when it comes to the nerfing. I mean, everything from the incomplete burst to the really unbalanced blade and the really exposed ratchet and everything. I think that was just added up to try and not make this blade break the meta, which I am happy that Takuri Tomy is actually taking the meta into consideration. But again, I do think they went a bit overkill when it comes to the nerfs. I think that if the blade was, I mean, I'm fine with the incomplete burst thing, but I think that they went a bit overboard with the unbalanced part of the blade, because we know that unbalanced blades could be really good, like with Night Shield, but if done too much, like in Sphinx Cowl, it's not really that good. And I think that Dragoon is the latter case. It's not really that good when it comes to late game. Like, it really needs to get those first couple of hits in to unbalance the opponent. Otherwise, it's just gonna die because it has no stamina whatsoever. Attack types don't have much stamina, and just Dragoon being really unbalanced does not help that at all in any way, shape, or form. And it can't even depend on stabilization from other bays. Because since it's so unbalanced, the left spin aspect of it really only affects rotation and attack, not really stamina, which again is a way to balance the meta, make sure this bait doesn't break the meta like previous baits have done in other generations, which I am happy about. But again, I think a bit overboard with Dragoon. Also, I guess as I said before, I just kind of wish it was painted, but other than that, this is a very good bait. I really like it. The 260 does kind of feel a bit odd on Dragoon. I think it should have been like a star-shaped ratchet instead of the whatever shape the 2 is. But anyways, not a bad release. I definitely still think this is one of the best releases in all of X, and I highly recommend it to any of you guys watching. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to not miss out on any future uploads. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.